So in this session, I have taken an important question which was asked by UPSC in 2025 in anthropology, first paper. And this question is theoretical significance of Purum Kinship system. Try to see the question. This question is theoretical significance of Purum Kinship system, right? So you want to write आंसर अबाउट दिस क्वेश्चन, है ना, और कैसे हम साइंटिफिकली इस क्वेश्चन के आंसर को करेंगे, राइट. सो इफ यू ट्राई टू मेक a structure for writing your answer, so try to remember two important aspects. In this question we have to discuss two important aspects. First important aspect is that Purum Kinship system, right? And what is Purum Kinship system? And for that we should have to explain about some unique features about the Purum Kinship system. यानी Purum Kinship system का कुछ यूनिक फीचर है और एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल स्टडी जो है Purum Kinship system के बारे में उसको रेफरेंस दे करके हमें इसको एक्सप्लेन करना होगा. सो फर्स्ट important aspect related to that, what is Purum Kinship system, and second important aspect, what is the contribution of the study of Purum Kinship system for the development of theory in anthropology, especially for the study of kinship system. यानी kinship system के स्टडी में Purum Kinship system का जो स्टडी किया गया उसकी क्या भूमिका रही है, क्या कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन रही है, क्या सिग्निफिकेंस रही है थ्योरेटिकल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ एंथ्रोपोलॉजी एंड फॉर द स्टडी ऑफ किनशिप सिस्टम, राइट. कि किनशिप सिस्टम के डेवलपमेंट, किनशिप सिस्टम के स्टडी के क्रम में जो थ्योरेटिकल डेवलपमेंट हुआ एंथ्रोपोलॉजी में उसमें इसका क्या सिग्निफिकेंस है. सो it has two important aspects. So if you try to write about your answer, right, so first important aspect here, if you try to write your introduction, so in introduction you should have to explain about what is Purum Kinship system, राइट. एक तो इसको बात करना है कि ये क्या है, एंड सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट यू शुड हैव टू आल्सो गिव इम्पोर्टेंस अबाउट यूनिकनेस ऑफ Purum Kinship सिस्टम, यानी इसके कुछ यूनिक फीचर को भी यू शुड हैव टू डिस्क्राइब, राइट. अब समस्या ये आ रही है कि हाउ टू एक्सप्लेन व्हाट इज Purum Kinship सिस्टम. सो फॉर दैट हियर यू कैन एक्सप्लेन दैट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्टडी ऑफ तारक चंद्र दास, है ना. तारक चंद्र दास ने इसकी स्टडी की थी और जो स्टडी इन्होंने किया उसके आधार पर इन्होंने मोनोग्राफ लिखा, तो उसका थोड़ा सा मेंशन कर देना है द Purum एंड ओल्ड कुकी ट्राइब ऑफ मणिपुर, है ना. दिस वाज द इम्पॉर्टेंट वर्क डन बाय तारक चंद दास, और तारक चंद दास ने 1931 से 1936 के बीच में Purum ट्राइब जो मणिपुर के हैं 4 महत्वपूर्ण विलेजेस में he did a study, and on the basis of that study he tried to explain about the unique feature of Purum Kinship system. So you should have to start from the work of Tarak Chand Das. So what he want to see, try to understand कि that Purum, right, is an old cookie tribe. Here you should have to understand the Purum is an old cookie tribe of Manipur. तो कुकी ट्राइब है, सो यू शुड हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट Purum tribe live in Manipur and some border area of Myanmar also. Second, they belongs from Mongoloid racial stock. Third, they are speaking Tibeto-Burman language. यानी 3 important aspect तो यहाँ पर आप दे सकते हैं. But our question is related with the Purum Kinship system. So what is the unique feature of that Purum Kinship system? So here you should have to remember it has 4 uniqueness in its kinship system. यानी 4 यूनिक जो इसके किनशिप सिस्टम के एस्पेक्ट हैं, हालांकि और भी है बट you should have to mention that. First, in Purum Kinship system, that tribe is divided into 6 patrilineal exogamous clans. Second important thing is that kinship system based on matrilateral cross cousin marriage, and that matrilateral cross cousin marriage is based on prescriptive rules of marriage, and therefore in Purum Kinship system there is a formation of asymmetrical alliance, right? So these are the 4 unique features related to Purum Kinship system you should have to mention, and after that you should have to explain about theoretical significance. So theoretical significance, for the interpretation of theoretical significance of Purum Kinship system, you should have to explain about some important theory, that is alliance theory. Second is decision theory, because there is a debate between alliance theory and decision theory in anthropology. Third is its functional perspective. And when you try to explain about that, so that was developed by Claude Lévi-Strauss, and hence you should have also explained about a structural analysis, right, of kinship system. So point is that how Purum Kinship system is important for these important studies, right? So here try to understand, when we study about the alliance theory which was proposed by Claude Lévi-Strauss, so Purum Kinship system has given very strong evidence in the favor of alliance theory which was proposed by Lévi-Strauss. How? So अगर आप अलायंस थ्योरी को लेवी-स्ट्रॉस से अलायंस थ्योरी को अगर आप पढ़ते हैं तो उसमें आप क्या पाते हैं कि लेवी-स्ट्रॉस ने जो स्ट्रक्चरल एनालिसिस किया किनशिप सिस्टम का, उसमें उन्होंने कहा कि मैरिज इज ए एक्सचेंज ऑफ वीमेन विद इन ग्रुप, और 2 तरह के उन्होंने एक्सचेंज की बात किया था, रेस्ट्रिक्टेड एक्सचेंज और जनरलाइज्ड एक्सचेंज. तो रेस्ट्रिक्टेड एक्सचेंज जो है उसको भी उन्होंने 2 तरह से ये डेवलप किया था. एक तो सिमेट्रिकल मीन्स डायरेक्ट और दूसरा एसिमेट्रिकल इनडायरेक्ट, और इससे अलायंस का फॉर्मेशन होता है. सो पूरम किनशिप सिस्टम gave us very strong evidence for the interpretation of alliance theory which was developed by Levi-Strauss, and Purum Kinship system provide us evidence about asymmetrical alliance, right? So you should have to mention that. Second important thing is that the descent theory, है ना? Descent theory, which was very popular in Britain, and that was the very core concept for the understanding of kinship system. Radcliffe Brown, है ना, who explained descent theory, and he said that descent is the central for the अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ किनशिप सिस्टम. ये कह रहे हैं कि बेसिक के जो रिलेशनशिप डेवलप होता है किनशिप सिस्टम के अंतर्गत, दैट बेस्ड ऑन ब्लड रिलेशन मीन्स बेस्ड ऑन ancestral tie. So if we want to understand about the kinship system, we should have to give importance for the understanding of descent, and on the basis of that he tried to explain about the kinship system. But alliance theory as well as a study of Purum Kinship system gave us some strong evidence against descent theory, right? Descent is not important, alliance is important, and that we get from the study of Purum Kinship system. Various anthropologists have been studied about the Purum Kinship system, and on the basis of that study there was development of debate between descent theory and alliance theory in anthropology, and Purum Kinship system gives challenge against descent theory. So here you can also mention that. And if you study about the functional perspective here about W.H.R. Rivers, so W.H.R. Rivers on the study of Purum Kinship system, he said that Purum Kinship system gave us very important evidence about the role of kinship system for social control and social integration of society. यानी ये कह रहे हैं कि किनशिप सिस्टम जो है, जब हम पूरम किनशिप सिस्टम को पढ़ते हैं तो उससे वी गेट नॉलेज हाउ किनशिप does very important role for social control in society, social integration in society. So here we can also mention that. But the fourth important aspect related to that, here you can explain about the contribution of R. Nidham. He did a study about the Purum Kinship system, and on the basis of that he criticized about alliance theory which was developed by Levi-Strauss. Nidham क्या कहते हैं on the basis of a study of kinship system? He said that in alliance theory Levi-Strauss didn't differentiate about preferential marriage rule and prescriptive marriage rule, but Purum Kinship system is basically based on prescriptive marriage rule, and that is quite different from preferential marriage rule. So here that critics related to alliance theory by Nidham, that was also developed on the basis of a study of Purum Kinship system. So on the basis of that discussion, you are able to understand about the theoretical significance of Purum Kinship system for the study of anthropology. And then after that you should have to write conclusion. So in conclusion you can write on the basis of that discussion. It is quite clear that Purum Kinship system had given very good ethnographic evidence for the development of these types of theoretical orientation in anthropology, and therefore it is very important, it is significant for the development of various theory related to kinship study, and therefore still it is important in anthropology.